Howdy everybody, today we are unboxing the Winnerwell Nomad View camping stove. This is the large version of the stove. We're going to kind of accelerate through the first little bit of the video here. The box came very well packed and there was lots of protection. I did notice there was a small dent in the exterior cardboard box where I think something else struck it. I don't believe this thing was actually ever dropped, but the stove itself had absolutely no damage to it. It's made of a fairly thick gauge steel. I was pretty happy with the steel considering the price of the stove. It has 5 chimney sections and a spark arrestor at the top of it. There it is right there. And it works really well. We've done the first burn-in and actually we've used the stove a fair amount already. And I've been extremely happy with its performance. Everything comes packed very nicely. There's no worry of anything getting damaged. There's so much foam in the packaging that you're never really gonna have to worry about it coming damaged. It's pretty good. This is the chimney dampener, and it spins pretty freely. There's a cotter pin holding it in, and I'm pretty happy with the way it works. Here we are pulling the little fire stick out. I don't know what you call this tool, but it's like a little scraper and a little handling tool. It lets you open up the dampener in the stove without burning yourself. I do recommend that you have a set of gloves ready and accessible whenever you're using the stove, but this is a pretty nifty tool to open up the dampener. The handle itself does not actually get hot when the stove is in use, or at least in my experience, it didn't get super hot. I'm sure if you ran this thing for, 8 hours, then yeah, you might want to watch out for the entire thing getting a little toasty, but it seems to be pretty good so far. There's a thick steel mesh at the bottom that holds the wood off of the very bottom of the steel, or off the bottom of the stove there, and I find that it just allows more airflow through and a more complete combustion, and you get a nice set of coals that fall through it and eventually stay hot. Here you can see the 3 chimney sections attached together. There's obviously more that goes onto it, but I do find it to be a fairly successful chimney. It gets a good draft out of it, and the fire definitely lasts quite some time. I'm fairly happy with the size of the view windows. They do get a little bit of build-up on them when you first initially start burning, but once the stove gets hot, all that black, I don't know what it's called, creosote, I guess, or the ash, whatever gets on the glass, it burns away pretty quick, and then you get a nice view of the rolling flames. I find the stove pretty easy to light. As you can see with this one, I just lit it with a propane tank, but yeah, it like I said, it sets up a really good draft really quickly, and it makes it very easy for lighting. Once you do have it lit, there's no real problem in keeping it lit. It retains heat very well, especially if you leave a small layer of insulative ash at the bottom. The heat kind of remains in the stove. I do really like having these view windows in there. You're able to see what's going on, and you're able to maintain the fire a lot more easily because of it. another benefit to having those V windows there is as the glass warms up, it definitely radiates the heat a little bit better than the actual steel, and it lets you not have to get quite as close to it to feel the radiative heat. For the rest of the video, I thought it would be fun to just have a nice little montage essentially of the flames going, and you guys can sit beside the fire with me, so enjoy.
Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot to me that you've taken time out of your busy day to view what I'm sharing. If you enjoyed what you've seen and you want to help the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. It's free and it's the best way you can tell YouTube that what I do is worth showing to others. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.